Every year, over 1,000 nerds go out to the middle of nowhere, Pennsylvania to wear crazy outfits, swing foam swords, and live in a fantasy world far away from their real life responsibilities. And I'm one of them. Today, I'm taking you back to Drachenfest US, a giant festival LARP where characters are teleported from across the realms to be recruited in the service of different dragons, all representing different values in the competition for glory and power. This year, they reached out to me offering me a ticket for me and my partner in exchange for talking about our experience there, and this is how it went.
We just got all checked in for Drachenfest US. We got all our weapons checked, including his 30,000 weapons that he brought along.
After last year's weather event, we decided to stay slightly off-site and enjoy the wonder that was running water and air conditioning. Because I'm not in my 20s anymore, and the flesh is weak. After wandering a bit, we caught the opening ceremony, which was the official kickoff to the game.
The morning day 2 of Drachenfest, we went out to the Magpie's Ledger last night and did a lot of drinking and conversation, and I did my interrogations. It was really fun. The opening ceremony was gorgeous. The weather's been holding up. I think we might be getting some rain today, but hopefully not another downpour like last year. And we're all belled up and ready to go do some shopping.
We did some more exploring. I signed up for my first magic class, and we prepped for my own event I was running later that day, the Critter Crawl. The Critter Crawl is kind of like a bar crawl, but we go around from camp to camp, sampling their finest selection of snacks and trash. It's something that has grown every year, and I'm so thankful for all the buy-in that people have thrown into it. It was definitely our most successful year yet. We also watched one of our guildmates throw down in an epic half-staged, half-improv style wrestling match, which is kind of like how they do all their combat there.
It's the second full day of Draken. It's much drier. We had a couple lightning warnings yesterday, and it was pretty soggy, but still got a lot done. Went to the big dance, did a little bit of barding, and just kind of like ran around being a menace. It's honestly kind of a blur at this point. But the second full day, did some magic classes, did some more barding and hanging out by the brothel. Now I'm gonna go witness a ritual, I believe, and hopefully go get something to eat.
By Friday, I felt like I was fully in my stride. I had only ever taken one guild class before, but I decided this year I wanted to try my hand at magic, so I signed up for some classes at the guild. I didn't really know what to expect. I had played a magic caster at all my other events in the years past, but my knowledge of the game lore surrounding it was dubious at best. Luckily, they had amazing players playing the roles of teachers and assistants, and my classmates were equally entertaining, swapping stories and maybe some not-so-legal fantasy substances in the corner of the classroom. We also participated in watching one of the fantasy sports, Midden Ball, where teams competed amidst a hailstorm of foam projectiles to deliver their ball from one end of the field to the other. I am not normally a sports person, but I think if fantasy football was a lot more like this, I'd probably be on board.
It's hard to believe, but this is it. This is the last day of Drachenfest. We were blessed with some great weather yesterday. We had a little bit of rain today, but today is the day of the final battle. I am fighting for Shadow this year. I've been conscripted. I keep going out to different people and asking them to pay me to fight for them, and so far that part is working great. About to go get my helmet. I got my shield and my sword, and we're gonna go out there. We're gonna put on a great show. Whoever wins, wins. That's not the point of the game. It's a fun part, but it's not the point of the game. And I'm just very happy to be here and to be fighting alongside so many creative and beautiful nerds. See you on the field.
Dawn of the final day had arrived, and with it, so had the call for battle. On Saturday, every camp who still had a banner comes forth and gathers on the field to fight one another in a fierce competition to surround their enemies' avatars. I never really played the political competition side of the game, but I figured that Shadow could probably use some help since they hadn't won yet, so I got conscripted to join their ranks and battle it out. Thankfully, my new magical abilities from my classes that I took literally the day prior really helped me survive longer on the field. But I was eventually slain charging at enemy lines, revived as a pretty sad zombie, and then set charging back at my own allies, who ended up putting me down Old Yeller style to watch from the sidelines as the remaining camps slowly fizzled out.
My favorite part about battle is the post-battle songs.
After a quick refresh, everyone gathered at the ritual circle to hear the announcement that Green had once again taken the crown, securing another year under the Green Dragon. And as everybody started to wind down, we received a hopeful message. As the island sunk back below another year, golden waves had taken their place. If you are at all in tune with how Drachenfest works across the pond, this is kind of significant, and I can't wait to see where they're going with this next year.
It is the worst part of Drachenfest, which is unfortunately the last day. As you could tell by the sound of my voice, I had an absolutely phenomenal time over the last couple days. It's a very bittersweet feeling. I am gonna really miss so many of these people here that I only see once a year, but I also really miss my goats and my cats at home, and I can't wait to go home and see them. I'll have a better write-up later about, you know, my highs, lows, general advice, things that I found personally useful after I've had time to stew on things a little bit more. But I just wanted to share a moment last night where I was in Blue Camp, which is my home camp. That's where my heart is, even though I'm with the Bazaar now. And one of my friends came up to me and he was like, "So what did you even do all week?" And I had to think about it for a second. And then the answer kind of came to me, and it was, I was a cheerleader. And that's what brings me happiness, is I got to go around. I got to see everybody's setups. I went around to all the camps. I went around to as many events as I can, cheering on my friends, cheering on strangers that I just decided to root for on the spot. I went to classes. I tried my best to support everybody around me. And the really cool thing about an event this large is that so many people, even if it's just like they bring in one thing that they're really proud of and they worked really hard on, and then they bring it to a festival like this, when there is over 1,000 people and each one of them is bringing this little spark of light, it's like when you go into a field you know, in June and you just see fireflies just popping up all around you. You are never at a loss for things to enjoy, and they will absolutely love to talk about whatever special thing they brought. So that is what brings me joy. And honestly, my biggest advice for just LARPing in general is find what your spark is and chase it. Chase it so hard, whether that is performing, whether that is going around socializing, whether that is doing these big grand rituals. Whatever makes that little beat in your chest feel satisfied, that's what you want to chase. And some people, it takes a couple years to find out what that means to them, and that's okay. You will get there eventually. So as a closing statement, I guess, it was an amazing year. I've done all 5 years, this one was the best one. And I really can't wait to come back again next year. See ya.
Honestly, I had an amazing time this year at Drachenfest. I always do, but we got really lucky this year that the weather had cooperated, and it really does get bigger and better every year. I am grateful that they sponsored me this year, and I plan to be back again next year with the Bazaar, where I really felt like I had that community and I had my fun. If you had any questions about the event, feel free to let me know below in the comments, and I cannot wait to see you, maybe fight with you, maybe drink with you next year in the Drachenlands. Bye!